Hi friends, it's day 4 of No Bake Week for our holiday themed weeks, and today we have these really tasty cherry chocolate cheesecakes. Personally, I usually prefer a baked cheesecake, but earlier this year when I first tried these lower sugar no bake cheesecakes, I actually really like the way that they turn out because you use a packet of instant sugar-free pudding. It is kind of like a hybrid between pudding and cheesecake, but it is a little bit on the softer side, so I wanted to play around with this one today to see if there was something we could do to make it a little bit more stable. To start, we mixed up 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese. They were at room temperature. After a few minutes, then we're going to start to add some of our milk. We have 1 cup of whole milk, and I'm just adding part of it to begin with, mixing it with our cream cheese, and then we're going to add in our packet of pudding, which is chocolate fudge, the rest of our milk, as well as a teaspoon of cherry emulsion, and also a pinch of salt. After we mix that for a few minutes, it thickens up into a nice pudding consistency. We're going to set that to the side while we make our other components. To do this, we're taking 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and using our hand mixer and some clean blades to whip it up into some whipped cream. We're also taking half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream and heating that in a microwave-safe bowl. After heating it in short increments and mixing it together, it's going to form this chocolate ganache, and then we're going to fold this into our whipped cream. After we've carefully folded our ganache into our whipped cream, we're going to then fold that into our pudding mix. Here I have these cute little dessert cups, and I'm adding an Oreo to the bottom of each of them to act as our crust. Then I'm going to pipe a generous dollop of our mixture on top of that, but leaving some space. Next, we're adding a generous spoonful of cherry jam. Here I'm using homemade, but of course you can use some store-bought. Using a butter knife or a stick tool, we're going to give that a little swirl with our mixture. Then we're going to pipe some more of our mixture on top to fill the rest of our container. And because I felt like I needed something else, I decided to do a sprinkle of cookie crumbs on top. The ganache whipped cream mixture makes kind of like a quickie mousse. That's how I've always referred to it. And adding it to the pudding mixture actually did give it a little bit more of a mousse texture, but it definitely felt more stable. Maybe I just added a little bit too much, but I think this one turned out really, really well. I'm actually really happy with it. The flavor was great between the chocolate and the cherry, but of course I'm always very curious. Would you give this a try? Make sure to let me know in the comments, and of course stay tuned for more Christmas fun this week and the rest of our holiday series.